Today we're going to paint a character whose name gets yelled a lot. I mean a lot. People are constantly yelling Jean. The movies, the cartoon shows, it's constant. It's constant. So today we're going to be painting Jean Grey from Atomic Mass Games' Marvel Crisis Protocol. Let's do it. First thing we're going to do is give her a spray of white all over. Then we're going to take some ultramarine blue and we are going to put this on all the blue spots. So her bodysuit here has a lot of blue on it. I did use some reference material. I checked a lot of pictures online, so that will probably help you to find out where she's supposed to be blue. But she's got her headband, the head casing that she's in, and straight down the middle of her outfit. Lots of blue. And her belt. Check it out. Then we're going to take some salmon here, and this is going to go all over her skin. So her face and her hands. Next, we're going to take some volcanic yellow, and this is going to go all over the rest of the bodysuit. So, except for her wrist guards and her shoulder pads, this is going everywhere else. And we want to make sure we don't get any on that blue, and if we do, we just go back with that blue and cover it all up. Next, we're taking some Parasite Brown, and this is going to go all over her hair. Now I know what you're saying, her hair's orange. We'll get there, okay? Don't get ahead of me. Next, we're taking some Fugan Orange, and this is going to go all over her bodysuit. So all over that yellow that we just did, we're going all over it with this wash. Next, we're taking some Drakenhof Nightshade, and this is going all over the blue that we did. Now we're going to take some Karaberg Crimson. Now this is going to go all over her hair. Then we're taking some Flesh Wash and we're mixing in a little bit of Berserker Bloodshade. And this is going to go all over her face and hands. Now we're moving back to that volcanic yellow, and we're going to do our first highlight up on her uniform. So we're just going to go through and catch all the raised areas and leave that wash in the recesses and the edges. Now we're going to add in some yellow to that volcanic yellow and lighten it up a little bit, and we're just going to go through and do our second highlight up on the bodysuit. This is a good palette cleanser for painting Star Wars Shatterpoint because there's a lot of color here, a lot of bright poppy colors. It's nice. And we're just going to add in a little bit more yellow and just do one final highlight. Now we're going to see some ultramarine blue, and we're going to add in a little bit of Ducat blue, and we're going to do our first highlight up on that blue that we did before now that the wash is dried. And we're just going to go through and take our time and make sure we're not going into any of the recessed areas. So we're going to add a little bit more Ducat blue and do a second layer up on all that blue. So we're leaving our last layer of Ducat blue and just going in smaller and smaller each time. Just bringing up those colors. And we'll add a little bit more Ducat blue and do one last final layer on this blue. Really just to make it pop a little bit more next to that yellow. We're going to take some elf skin tone and some pale flesh. And we're going to do our elf skin tone just straight first. So you want to make sure you get all the raised areas of her face and her hands. So here's that second layer with the pale flesh added in, just the same thing as before. Going to take some Parasite Brown and we're going to add in some Orange Fire, and we're going to start highlighting up her hair that way. This is going to really bring it up to that orangey sort of comic book color that she has. So we're going to add in a little bit more Orange Fire and just do one last layer up on all that hair. And now it's really popping out how orange it is and really looking like a comic book. So we're going to take some Squid Pink next and we're going to put this on her lips. We're going to take some Carroburg Crimson and we're just going to put that as a wash over that Squid Pink just to kind of get the center line highlighted. Now we are going to take some silver and this is going to go all over the gem on her forehead. I think it's a gem, I don't know. We're taking some Warlord Purple and we're going to dot in her eyes with this. Now we're taking some Cobalt Metal, and this is going to go all over her wrist guards and her shoulder pads. And we want to be careful with this because if we get it on any of the colors, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. So just take your time. Now we're going to take some Frostheart here, and this is just going to go on that little gem that we did on her forehead. Next, we're going to take some Familiar Pink, and this is going all over this, I don't know, telepathic blast that she's floating on. And we're going to hop back to that Squid Pink that we just used, and we're going to do a dry brush all over that Familiar Pink. Now we're going to take some Runic Gray, and this is going to go all over her wrist guards and her shoulder pad. Just kind of move that around till you get it where you want. We'll do the base on her, and she is going to be fun. And here she is all finished. This was a really fun miniature to work on. It's really nice to do some poppy colors after a lot of Star Wars Shatterpoint, which is very muted, grays, blacks, browns, greens. This was a ton of fun. So what do you guys think? Jean Grey is a pretty interesting character. She's got a lot of dudes after her, apparently. A lot of superpowered dudes. I mean, she was Miss Marvel. She's the original Miss Marvel. I think that's what her name was. Originally was Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. Doesn't even sound like anything anymore. And she's obviously also the Phoenix. Caused a lot of problems as that Phoenix character. Lots of trouble. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a great day. And we want to be careful with this because we get this on any other color, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. A sore thumb. It's going to stand out like a sore thumb. God. And we're going to hop back to that Squid Pink real quick, and we're just doing bling, 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 bling.